So here we have the BMW 320d Touring on a 14 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with 3 individually folding rear seats should you wish to increase this space even further. And the car comes with this vinyl boot liner which has been protecting the carpet underneath it. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge, then the speedometer, the rev counter, and the coolant temperature gauge on the right-hand side. Also in the middle there, you can see the total miles for the car. They are 77,564. You can change the information displayed above that by pressing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various bits of trip computer and fuel economy information, including the digital readout for the speedometer you see being displayed on there now. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side we have cruise control, and on the right-hand side stereo and phone controls. Behind the steering wheel we have the minus and plus pedals there, so that you can change gear manually, both down and up, with these paddles on this automatic gearbox. Over in the centre we have BMW's professional nav, which is the extra wide screen and of course includes satellite navigation. It's a nice colour display. As you can see, very easy system to use as well. All the movement I'm making on the screen is all being done using the iDrive system, which is essentially this dial, the collection of buttons that surround it as well, but you can do virtually everything from down here. So you can rotate the dial, for example, up and down, up to highlight radio, push the dial down, you're in your radio menu. We can jog it to the left, you'll be able to see the different radio stations and presets that are available to you, as you can see just here. So we have FM, DAB and AM as well. You can come back out a step and go up to the multimedia heading. And this is where you listen to your own music. So we have USB input, Bluetooth audio there, and auxiliary input as well. If we go back a step, we've also got a CD player, as you can see. So loads of ways to listen to your music in this car. Working our way down from there, we have the main volume for the stereo and the CD player I mentioned just a moment ago. And below that, dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed from here. You can also determine where you'd like the air to be distributed for both driver and passenger individually. Once you're happy with all of those settings, this button turns your air conditioning off in this case, back on, so it's on when that light shows, or hit auto. In doing so, the car will now take control of the fan speed, which you can hear it doing, and the direction of the air to maintain these temperatures. Press auto again, you'll go back to your own previous settings. For the colder days, we have a heated driver's seat and a heated passenger seat, both with 3 different heat settings on each. We then have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. You can turn off the traction control. You can also change the driving setup of the car. So you can put the car into Sport mode, Sport Plus, and you can go back down to Sport, down to Comfort, which is your everyday driving, and then Eco Pro as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call us here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.